Since colonial times, the Portuguese portion of the Amazon basin has remained a land largely undeveloped by agriculture and occupied by indigenous people who survived the arrival of European diseases. 4 centuries after the European discovery of the Amazon River, the total cultivated area in its basin was probably less than 65 square kilometers, 25 square miles, excluding the limited and crudely cultivated areas among the mountains at its extreme headwaters. This situation changed dramatically during the 20th century. Wary of foreign exploitation of the nation's resources, Brazilian governments in the 1940s set out to develop the interior, away from the seaboard where foreigners owned large tracts of land. The original architect of this expansion was President Getulio Vargas, with the demand for rubber from the Allied forces in World War II providing funding for the drive. Quote, in the 1960s, economic exploitation of the Amazon basin was seen as a way to fuel the economic miracle occurring at the time. This resulted in the development of Operation Amazon, an economic development project that brought large-scale agriculture and ranching to Amazonia. This was done through a combination of credit and fiscal incentives. However, in the 1970s the government took a new approach with the National Integration Program. PIN, a large-scale colonization program, saw families from northeastern Brazil relocated to the land without people in the Amazon basin. This was done in conjunction with infrastructure projects, mainly the Trans-Amazonian Highway, Transamazonica. The Trans-Amazonian Highway, S3 pioneering highways were completed within 10 years but never fulfilled their promise. Large portions of the Trans-Amazonian and its accessory roads, such as BR 317, Manaus-Porto Velho, are derelict and impassable in the rainy season. Small towns and villages are scattered across the forest, and because its vegetation is so dense, some remote areas are still unexplored. Many settlements grew along the road from Brasilia to Belém with the highway and national integration program. However, the program failed as the settlers were unequipped to live in the delicate rainforest ecosystem. This, although the government believed it could sustain millions, instead could sustain very few. With a population of 1.9 million people in 2014, Manaus is the largest city on the Amazon. Manaus alone makes up approximately 50% of the population of the largest Brazilian state of Amazonas. The racial makeup of the city is 64% Pardo, Mulatto and Mestizo, and 32% white. Although the Amazon River remains undammed, around 412 DECAMILLISECOND are in operation in the Amazon's tributary rivers. From these 412 DECAMILLISECOND, 151 are constructed over 6 of the main tributary rivers that drain into the Amazon. Since only 4% of the Amazon's hydropower potential has been developed in countries like Brazil, more damming projects are underway and hundreds more are planned. After witnessing the negative effects of environmental degradation, sedimentation, navigation and flood control caused by the Three Gorges Dam in the Yangtze River, scientists are worried that constructing more dams in the Amazon will harm its biodiversity in the same way by blocking fish spawning runs, reducing the flows of vital oil nutrients and clearing forests. Damming the Amazon River could potentially bring about the end of free-flowing rivers and contribute to an ecosystem collapse that will cause major social and environmental problems.